ding album review here that you fucking clicked on, and that is Allegaeon with Elements of the Infinite. This album came out June 24th, so yes, I am way late on this. I've just been really fucking busy and just haven't been able to get around to it, but I've listened to this record, I have no clue how many times. A lot. And you want to know why I listen to it a lot? Because it's fucking amazing. End of review, that's all I have to say. No. So yeah, this is their third album. This is the follow-up to Form Shifter. I adore this band. I think they're one of the better bands in metal. One of the better, newer bands to rise up over the past, few years in metal. And they play a mix of, death metal, really. Not somewhat death metal. It's kind of on the technical side, but it's not like the old school Morbid Angel, Dying Fetus type of death metal. Yeah, I mean technical death metal, I guess you can call it, but they're expanding their sound on here to include some orchestration, which really caught me off guard. A lot of things caught me off guard about this album. I love Form Shifter. That's my favorite album from them. Fragments of Form and Function is fantastic as well. But Form Shifter to me just took everything that they did and took it up a notch with just way better songwriting. And it was great. Now I feel that they have their songwriting down, and here now they're going to try to expand their sound, and that's what they did. There's some orchestration on here. It's not it's not Septic Flesh, it's not Flesh God Apocalypse, but it's there in doses, and I feel it's there in what the fuck in the proper doses. The first song. Threshold of Perception has it, and it just really, really, really works well. And I'm glad. I feel it's a part of their sound that they can greatly expand on, and I hope that they kind of use it how they use it here, and just kind of small doses from song to song. I hope they don't incorporate it in every song and be like Septic Flesh or something, but I do really think it works, and it added a nice layer of atmosphere, and it just shows that they're willing to grow, and I really, really enjoyed that. There's a lot of fantastic songs on here. Some of the best songs I think that Allegaeon has written. My personal favorite song on here is one that they released a very goofy video for, and that is 1.618. I guess that's how it's properly pronounced. That song is so fucking good. When it gets to the chorus, and the chorus has all this energy to it, and that guitar lead over top of it is so catchy and is so awesome. And then when that guitar lead comes back in the middle of the song and they harmonize it, it's like, oh my God, it's so good. Greg Bergris and Michael Stansel did a phenomenal job on this record. And Allegaeon has always had top-notch guitar playing, and I feel it's even better on here, but there's one thing that kind of bugged me, and that is kind of, I don't want to say the lack of riffs, but I feel most of the riffs are, more just open string, more a little bit chuggy, and not really riffs as they have done in the past. Although they really, really work well, and there's no knock on that. I'm not saying, no, they're a freaking gay deathcore band or something. Where's the riffs at, bro? I'm riffs. But I'm talking about riffs like Behold God I Am or something like that. I'm not saying there's no riffs on here at all, because there's plenty of riffs. I just feel a lot of a few more songs than I would like has just more of an open, chuggy like riff, and that's probably the only thing that's wrong, because I feel that their guitar playing has gotten better. The solos fucking shred. Not that they never have with this band, but I feel they shred even harder, and they really have honed their guitar solo writing to be very catchy, and you can tell a lot of thought is put into their solos to make every note seem perfect, and I applaud them for that, because I feel not a lot of bands do that anymore, and they just kind of shred the shred and not play a solo to play a good solo, and I mean, these guys shred, but it's shred in a good way. It's the way that I like to hear my shred. Um, yeah, and I mean, the riffs are there when they're there. They're so phenomenal, such as the song Dyson Sphere. That riff is so good that opens up that song. It's so fucking catchy. Gravimetric Time Dilation, another really, really good riff. Also, Our Cosmic Casket has an insanely fast and technical riff. So the riffs are there. I just hope, if you listen to this album, you kind of hear what I'm saying with that, if you've listened to their past stuff as well. But yeah, the guitar playing is phenomenal. And I also really, really, really enjoyed um, the greater emphasis on harmonies. There's more harmonies on here than before, and it's awesome. Like I said in 1.618, our gravimetric time dilation, try to get that right, has a really awesome lead over top of the chorus, and it just adds a whole layer of atmosphere to it, and it is fucking phenomenal. This album is just seriously solid from start to finish. And I'll be completely honest with you, when I first listened to this, I was so disappointed with it. I'm like, man, it's just something was just not there with the songwriting. Fragments of Form and Function and Form Shifter just grabbed me from the start. But this album took me about 2 listens before it really just blew me away. And, I really just soaked in its greatness, and I urge you all to do that. If you don't like this the first time, just give it another listen or two. Maybe it'll come around, because Allegaeon is one of the most talented and most creative bands out there that I love, and I want you to love them too. On the vocal department, Ezra Haynes. Hope I pronounced that right, his first name. He's a great vocalist, and he has a very unique voice. I feel no one kind of sounds like him. I'm not saying his voice is groundbreaking, but, in terms of metal, there's not very many people that kind of have his sound. And I feel that he, as well, has improved on this album. Some vocal lines I felt kind of sounded a little bit too similar to lines off of their previous 2 albums, but they're so few and far between that it's just like, it doesn't fucking matter. But he writes extremely catchy vocals and very interesting lyrics. I mean, they're all about fucking crazy shit. So he's just a phenomenal vocalist. I mean, I love songs such as Behold God I Am, or The God Particle, or Biomech, and there's Biomech 2 on here, or 1.618, or I don't fucking know, Tyrants of the Terrestrial Exodus is another good one with a really catchy chorus. There's so many good choruses on here, and just really catchy vocal lines, and I just love how he executes and love how he just does his vocals. And there's not much I can really say besides it just sounds great and it fits the music well. And that's what I love about this band. They just write great music. They can shred, they can write some brutal fucking music, they can get brutal with their vocals. They can do whatever the fuck they wanted, but they don't do that. They write great songs, and while their songs can be technical, they're technical in the way that technical death metal should be done, and it's this way. And I applaud them for that. And I really applaud them also for just expanding their sounds, adding the orchestral part. I just think that's cool. I hope they expand it just a teensy weensy bit further, and I hope that they just keep writing fucking albums, man. This band shouldn't stop ever. They should just go until they're 90 and they're rocking shit. And the last song is an epic fucking track as well. I just want to throw that out there. It has a really long name, and I'm going to read it to you. Genocide for Praise, Vows for the Vitruvian Man. That is a great way to close this album. Just want to put that as well. This is a great album, and that is Allegaeon with Elements of the Infinite. I feel that this is going to be one of the better records of the year. Absolutely sick album art as well. This came out on Metal Blade Records. Check out this record and check out their past two albums. Just check this band out, period. I'm going to give this a solid, motherfucking solid as a rock, 9 out of 10. And I'll see you guys around coming up. I don't have it around there in my car because I'm jamming them. Goat Whore Origin will be reviewed. And a lot of shit. See you later.